On this channel, I talk a lot about comic conventions, how I exhibit, I showed you my booth setup and all that, but I thought it might be nice for a chance just to go to a comic convention as an attendee and kind of check it out. Greetings, people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome, mad creators, to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. And sometimes when we do those things, I like to put them in comic book form. I am a comic book creator. This is my comic book series right here. This is sort of the latest. This newest one is almost done, but this is issue 3. 4 is on its way, but it is a kids versus zombies story. It's like Goonies meets Night of the Living Dead. So if you like those old 80s adventure films starring kids like Goonies and Monster Squad Explorers, that's kind of what it's about. Or more recently, Stranger Things, if you're into Stranger Things. So I like to create comic books, and because of that, I'm just a big fan of comics, specifically indie comics, and there's a lot of other people out there creating indie comics, and I like to check them out. But sometimes they're a little hard to find. You have to kind of do some searching and some digging. Okay, so it sounds like we got some mail. So we're going to go over here to the Vaculux. This is our device that we'll get our mail delivered through here in the underground lair. So let's check this out. What do we have here? Okay, I think I know what this is. Let me check it out. Yes, this is from my friend Jeff Lafferty. Now, you may notice that this is pretty small. Now, what the problem here with the underground lair with the Vaculux is we can't get big packages through here because it's just a small series of tubes. So what we have to do is dehydrate them first. So if we want to bring them back to normal size, we just have to add a little water to them. So let's do that, and then we'll check this thing out. Okay, so here we go, normal size. Now, I know this is Jeff, and I know this has to be from his Kickstarter of his comics. Speaking of indie comics, let's see what we have here. Get this out. Now, the one thing about Jeff is he is really good at packaging his stuff. He wants to make sure that it does not get damaged. So it looks like we've got 2 double-ply corrugated cardboard, and looks like the comics in here, but yeah, this thing is not bending or doing anything. So the one thing, if you order a comic from Jeff, you're in pretty good hands as far as, I mean, they'd probably have to run over this with a truck or something, which it might happen with the U.S. Postal Service. But so anyway, here we go. This is his comic. Now, if you're not familiar with the Berserkernaut or Jeff, let me kind of show you. This is a fully painted comic book. Jeff is an amazing painter, as you can kind of see from the cover. Oh, it's a nice sturdy cardstock, and look at that. I mean, I just love the style that he's working with, and Jeff's pretty versatile. He does all kinds of different styles, but this is a little different style than what he normally works in. But it is just so cool. So if you want to check that out. But you know, the funny thing is, I've been friends with Jeff online for a while. I do this show called the Artcasters, and actually Jeff started that show with another friend of mine, Kevin Cross. Then another friend, my friend who's doing it with me now, Joshua Kimball, joined the show. But eventually Jeff decided to leave the show, and then Kevin left. So there's kind of, we've rotated through a number of different people, but the thing is, so I've met Kevin Cross in person, and I've met Joshua Kimball in person, and I've always wanted to meet Jeff, you know, because you know, we've done the Artcasters and everything, and he was like the last person like host of the Artcasters that I had to meet, and he lives in Colorado, which is pretty far from the underground lair here. But you know, he's exhibiting at Tucson Comic Con, which is a little closer, not too close. So I thought it'd be cool if we could go visit Jeff and kind of hang out with him at Tucson Comic Con, and maybe show you around and just kind of take in the sights. Maybe go to a few panels and check out and see what kind of indie comics are out there. Now, it is a little difficult, even though it's closer than Colorado, it is still difficult. So what we're going to do is we are going to go here to the paralleloscope, which allows us to travel outside the confines of the underground lair to parallel universes, alternate dimensions, time and space. Makes it a little easier. So we're going to go up here to the paralleloscope, and we are going to check out Tucson Comic Con, maybe meet up with Jeff and another friend of mine, Mike Fleming Jr., awesome sculptor, and we've done casts and stuff with him too. You may know him if you follow Jeff or whatever. But yeah, these are some friends of mine that I haven't met in person, so yeah, I want to go hang out with them and check out Tucson Comic Con. So let's go check it out. All right, we've been transported to Tucson Comic Con, and what's kind of cool about this con, like most conventions, the hall is in the basement. But what's really cool about this is they've got these windows, so you can kind of get this overhead view of the whole con floor. So, kind of looking to see if I can find my friends. But before we do that, let's check out some of these costumes and things like that. This is really cool. These Transformers are awesome. I love the puppeteering. They got puppeteers over here working the arms and everything. And this is all made out of EVA foam, and later I'm going to go to a panel that shows you how to build some of this stuff. And for a minute, I did a double take because I thought that was my friend Jeff, but no, it's some other guy with a gray beard and everything. But some cool Star Wars stuff here. We're going to go in. There's some Predators and everything. But here, this is sort of the cosplay room. But when we pan over here, this is something I'm really digging, is this Fallout display. Because if you look at it, it looks sort of like that kind of thing that I love so much, that sort of underground lair vibe. I just love that. I really love that display. And some of these guns and everything, all this stuff is just really cool. I'm really, really digging it. And of course, we got Doctor Who representing, but I got to get out of here because I am getting chased out by security. So let's go check out that panel I was talking about. Now, this panel is all about building costumes with EVA foam. Check out that Thanos. Pretty awesome. But these guys were talking about how when they were growing up, they started because their parents built them costumes, and they used to win costume contests and stuff like that. And I was the same way with when I was a kid. I want a bike. They said they want a bike, so that was pretty cool.
And normally when I build stuff, I build it somewhat normal size. And normally I use a stencil this big. This is my armor that I use.
But yeah, really cool. And I wish I would have taken some pictures of the Thanos costume when the guy was wearing it and walking around, because it just towered over everything. It was just really impressive. But anyway, so back, we're going to go down and check out the floor and see what's going on. Hey everyone, I'm here with Jeff Lafferty. You all know Jeff Lafferty. If you follow me, you probably know Jeff. Jeff is here with his new comic book, The Berserkernaut. How's it going, Jeff?
Hey, Scott.
You want to talk about your comic? Why should people buy your comic? Why should people come to Tucson Comic Con and buy your comic?
Because it's awesome. It's a fully painted comic called The Berserkernaut. He's like a monster hunter. Gets into all kinds of tangles with monsters, basically. And, it's the first issue of like a 6-issue miniseries. I mean, it's just really cool. Like all kinds of art like that.
It's an awesome book. I just got mine in the mail and I was so stoked. I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I looked through the artwork. It's all brilliant. And then you got your original artwork all right here.
Yeah, lots of original pages, doing sketches for people down here. Just having a good time.
Well, hopefully everyone can hear this because it's pretty loud in here.
Yeah.
And there's Mike. I don't know. Do you not like being on camera? All right. So, hey, Mike, you're an awesome sculptor. If you've ever watched Jeff's, if you go way back and watch some of Jeff's original art casts, you probably remember Mike. Oh, and recently you guys just did that one thing where you did, I love that show you did. What was it, where you all did you picked a fan art or whatever, and then you were sculpting it? Yeah. Are you going to do more of those?
Maybe. I've just had a hard time getting a bunch of people. Maybe we'll get you on. And
yeah, I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it. All right, so Mike, why don't you tell everyone what you do?
I sculpt, I make toys and mold, and I sculpt everything, I make molds, and then I cast everything. Here's some originals I'm working on right now. Got a little T-Rex I'm working on here.
That's awesome.
There's a little Berserkernaut.
Oh, that is so cool.
Here's my own character, the Frog Prince I'm working on. And got some bronzes here that came out really nice. Got some garden pals. I don't know what else to call them right now, but
amazing stuff.
Here's some model kits I did about 10 years ago.
Yeah, everything's looking good. All right, well, thanks for talking to me, guys. I'll meet up with you guys later. I'm here with Eric Escabel, and your comic book is
Phantasmagoria.
Oh, right. All right. Well, you pitch it. You do a better job than me.
It's kind of like Tales from the Crypt. It's a horror anthology featuring stories from Mexican and Southwestern American mythology. and it's created by me and James Fino from Starburns Industries Press. They're the company that makes Rick and Morty and Anomalisa and Community. They're publishing now. They're publishing this comic because it's that cool.
It looks awesome, and I got my copy right here, so I'm looking forward to reading it.
And there's 3 stories every issue, and it's a quarterly comic, so there's one every holiday. The next one's in December, and it's like a scary Christmas episode.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Eric.
Of course.
Hey, I'm here with Sean DeMumbrum, and I don't know you guys.
I'm John Jarek West,
I'm
leader
Scott.
of these losers.
I'm Ernie the Hare.
Now, you guys are Spaz Dog Comics?
Spaz Dog Press, yeah.
Spaz Dog Press, all right.
Yeah, so we have some a comic book with our original characters here.
We had another creative member, but he died. His name is Matthew Goodall. Peace to Matt's family. I'm very sorry about that.
Oh, so anyway, we have these original characters. We've got Old Man Clem, Sonic Youth, Shadow Wolf, and The Purge, and they were all written as different characters. We decided to bring them together in a crossover. Each comic has 17 pages that are common, and there are 4 alternate endings for those comics. So that's what we're doing with Crossroads right now, the Spaz Dog Press crossover.
So it's a surprise when you pick up a book and you don't know which ending you're
It's
getting.
almost like Clue.
It's exactly
It's like Clue. It's exactly like Clue.
So is this a one-shot then, or is there going to be more?
So here's the deal. What we're going to do is we're going to see which issue sells the most, and based on the sales, we're going to move forward with that storyline.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So let me try to pan down here. Oh, that's panning up. All right.
We just did.
So yeah, I purchased these. I haven't got a chance to read them yet, but I love the cover art and everything.
Yeah, we got Scott Godlewski from DC Comics. He did a cover for us. We got some limited edition versions of that. So
yeah, and a little bit of trivia. Sean and I have known each other since we were kids. We were in Boy Scouts together.
Weeblos.
We were in Weeblos, okay.
Together.
All right.
Yeah, and you had an Intellivision, and
No, I did not. I had an Odyssey 2.
You had an Odyssey 2, the best system ever that no one knew about.
Right.
And I had an Atari 2600. I was always jealous of you, Scott. I was really jealous of your Odyssey.
No,
yeah, and then later on we found out we both did comics, so that's so cool.
That is cool.
We should show how awesome we are. So we signed up to do the dance-off challenge here at Tucson Comic Con, and now we've been challenged.
Uh-oh.
We've been challenged.
Is this going to happen right now?
It's your turn, Derek.
All right, here we go.
I bailed on the last
turn.
All right.
Let's see your moves. You ready?
Oh, wait, not yet. Not yet. We got to record.
We're not ready.
All right. We got dance off.
Dance off! You're going down. You're going. Why are you so smooth with your moves? I'm fast. You win. Yay!
All right, thanks guys. I appreciate it. All right, I am here with Eric Hinson. He is the writer and illustrator of Eden from Alterna Comics, my favorite comic book company. I get everything they own. And when I found out this guy here lives in my own neighborhood, and I saw him sign in at my local comic book shop, and I'm thrilled, and the book is awesome, but I won't go on about that. I'll let you talk about it, Eric.
Well, if you're new to the world of Eden, and I hope that maybe you've heard of it before, but if you haven't, it's a very accessible tale because it's a story about loss. And though it has a sci-fi setting that follows a warrior who travels to this strange alien planet to fight all these monsters and creatures to get back her missing son, though it has all those very colorful elements, in its core it's a story about loss because she loves the one, she lost the one that she loved in some way or another. So if you're breathing, you probably will lose someone you love. And this book kind of answers the question, like, how will you deal with it? Will you fight to get them back, fight to keep their memory alive, or do you just give up? So it's a fun story that has a lot of meat to it. It's a 4-issue miniseries. It was quite a bit to compress all the themes that we want to tell in the story into 4 issues, but I think it's a great read. It's fun, it's easy to get into. You don't have to have 10 years of backstory. You can jump right into an issue and kind of feel like you know what's going on. So if you want to pick it up, you can get it through Alterna Comics' Etsy store. You can get it at your local comic shop, my local comic shop, anywhere you want. You can order it from surprisecomics.com. They sell it on there. or you can just go to wherever you buy comics and say, hey, I want Eden, and they'll be able to order for you.
Yeah, it's awesome. The artwork and the story. I've only read the first one. I just got the second issue. I'm looking forward to reading it. But thanks, Eric. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Jeff Lafferty, Mike Fleming Jr., and Eric Messenger. We're all just getting done eating dinner. This is after Tucson Comic Con. So how's the con so far? Are you tired?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just super thrilled that I got a chance to meet these guys, because obviously we've been on live streams and everything, and then I got to meet Eric here. Awesome illustrator, fantasy artist. I'll have to get your card, so I'll put a link to it if you got one. But yeah, it's just been a blast. I'm glad they kind of let me hang out with them and everything, and yeah, so it's like finally I'm getting to meet like all the people I talk to online, so I love it. So all right, later. Okay, that was super cool. I finally got a chance to meet some friends of mine in person. It was really great hanging out with Jeff and Mike and Eric and all these all these cool people at Tucson Comic Con. Just walking the floor, I saw some friends of mine that I hadn't seen in a while. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. Got to meet some new creators that I hadn't seen there before, and it's getting harder and harder to find people doing comics at a comic convention. So kudos to anyone that's still doing that, and I would implore all of you guys, if you love comics, especially indie comics, go out there and support them. You know, pick up some comics, and you might find something you really like. These are some of the things that I picked up. Some indie comics that I picked up. Some friends of mine, and you saw some interviews with a lot of people doing indies, and there's more. You just got to look for them. Also, I got this from Mike Fleming Jr. This is one of his sculpts. This Yoda. It's pretty awesome. He's an amazing sculptor. I will leave a link to him, Jeff Lafferty, and all the other people. If I can remember, if I can find the links, I'll try to leave links in the description so you can check out their stuff. But really, I want you to go out to comic conventions and seek out those independent comics, because it's real important to support them. And I will see you guys later. That is all. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me here in the Art Lab. There's a lot of other great content on the channel, so click that subscribe button and you won't miss a thing. If you're an aspiring evil genius, visit Serkworks.com for all your mad science supply needs. And if you want to contact me, hit me up in the comments section or follow me on social media. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you then.